The city and the Austin Police Department are now out in force, getting ready for all that rainfall and the chance of severe flooding.
Earlier today, we caught up with some APD officers who were out patrolling the city's trails. The trails are closed because of the weekend's downpour, of course, and officers say there are still potholes, trail ruts, and muddy conditions throughout the capital city. One officer caught a couple people on the trail today, and she warned them it's just not safe to be there.
They do have the trail closed because of all the flooding that's been going on in the rain and everything. So, hi. Just for your safety, we're just down here, and we'll be down here the next few days just to try to just educate people.
They expect conditions to become even worse tonight, as Jim mentioned. We'll make sure to let you know when those trails will reopen here in Austin.
Austin's watershed department trying to clear out as much debris as possible before tonight's storms.
KXAN's David Yeomans is live along Shoal Creek with more on the operation. David?
Yeah, good evening, Robert and Leslie. We're live this evening on Shoal Creek, just one of the many locations around Austin that saw some significant flooding with that round of heavy weekend rainfall just a few days ago. In fact, where I'm standing now, the water would have been up to my neck early Sunday morning. Since then, that water has luckily receded and that raging river has calmed down just a bit. But that weekend flooding did carry a lot of debris along with it. And it turns out that that debris that's carried along with that and now clogs many of our area creeks could make our next flood a bit worse. This afternoon, we caught up with workers from the City of Austin Watershed Protection Department who were using heavy machinery and massive clamps to clear debris from the weekend flooding on East Bolden Creek. Floodwaters clogged the grate with branches and soil, blocking the path into Lady Bird Lake and causing higher water levels in that creek.
This is one of our hot spots, we call it, and we do need to maintain the grate inlet so that water can actually bypass and reduce flooding to the downstream East Bolden Creek watershed.
Workers say that clearing debris now will better prepare area creeks for the next flood. Now, city crews are on call 24/7 to keep this flood drainage system running smoothly, but they depend heavily on reports from folks just like you to know which creeks need to be cleaned out. So if you see a creek or a drainage area with a lot of debris in it, don't hesitate to report it. It really helps them out. Just call 311. We're live tonight on Shoal Creek in downtown Austin. David Yeomans, KXAN News.
Flash flooding in South Austin caught some homeowners who live nearby creeks by surprise. They don't live in the city's floodplain map, but city officials say anyone can become a flood victim, whether they live in a floodplain or not. Coming up here at 6 o'clock tonight, we'll explain why during severe storms, we are all at risk. And for the latest on tonight's storms, make sure to head to KXAN.com. You'll see our weather radar and forecast updates throughout the night.